No one paid much attention to the old woman in the faded blue jumpsuit, pushing her squeaky cart through the glossy marble hallways of Grayson and Locke Enterprises. Most employees barely greeted her. A few offered tired smiles. Fewer still knew her name, Martha Jenkins. To them, she was just a janitor, the one who emptied trash cans and mopped up their messes after hours. But today was different. Before we continue, hit that subscribe button. Turn on your notification bell to get notified for more. Share to friends. Where are you watching from? Please tell us in the comments. We love seeing how far our story goes. Martha moved with certain calm confidence, her back straighter than usual, eyes alert. The building buzzed with tension. Whispers floated through the corridors. Something was off. Upstairs in the penthouse boardroom, CEO Charles Devlin paced, barking orders over phone. His tone was sharp, clipped, impatient. "We're restructuring," he snapped. "Cut expenses. Get rid of anyone we don't absolutely need. Start with that old janitor. What's her name again? Margie? Whatever." He tossed the phone on the leather chair, unaware the woman he was plotting to fire was already on her way up. Martha wiped her hand with a towel, straightened the badge pinned inside her uniform, and entered the private elevator. Meanwhile, the HR department scrambled to prepare dismissal letters. Gossip spread like wildfire. Someone high up was getting canned today. Most thought it would be Jenkins. But behind her quiet eyes, Martha had a plan. And secrets. 15 years ago, she walked into the company as a silent investor, acquiring majority shares under an alias through a private trust. She never revealed her identity. She had watched the company grow, then rot from the inside out. Charles, whom she once trusted to steer the ship, had turned arrogant, corrupt, and cruel. Employees feared him. Ethics collapsed. Good people were tossed aside like empty coffee cups. She'd had enough. Martha stepped out of the elevator. Her presence startled the receptionist. "I'm here for the board meeting," she said, voice low but commanding. The young assistant blinked. Are you sure?" "I'm very sure." The doors swung open. 11 board members sat in tailored suits, murmuring in confusion as Martha walked in. Charles turned, eyes narrowing. "Excuse me, this is a private." She cut him off. "It's public now. And I suggest you sit down, Charles." Chuckles erupted around the table, then died as she pulled out a slim leather folder and laid it on the polished table. She flipped it open, revealing signed documents, ownership proofs, legal seals. One by one, each member leaned in, their eyes widening. 15 years ago, Martha began, "I invested in this company under the name MJ Holdings Trust. I own 52% of the shares. As of this moment, I'm invoking my legal right to remove the CO." Gasps filled the room. "What is this joke?" Charles snapped, face reddening. "You're a janitor. I was a janitor. By choice. I wanted to see what kind of man you really were. And now I know. You're fired, Charles." Security was called, not for Martha, but for him. 2 guards entered, unsure of the situation until the board backed her decision. Charles tried to resist, shouting threats, promising lawsuits, but it was over. The guards escorted him out while phones recorded every second. Silence settled. Then applause erupted. Martha smiled gently. "Now let's fix this company." The news spread like wildfire. Black janitor fires CEO after 15 years. Revealed as true owner made headlines across the nation. Social media exploded with praise, disbelief, and curiosity. In the days that followed, Martha reorganized the leadership. She promoted hard-working staff from the ground up. She held open meetings, invited feedback, and reinstated fair wages. Her first major hire? An ethics officer. Her second? A community outreach director. But not everything was smooth. Some board members resisted. They tried to question her qualifications. One even accused her of staging a publicity stunt. In one fiery meeting, she responded, "I didn't sweep floors because I couldn't afford better. I did it because I wanted to understand the company from the ground up. Leadership isn't just about corner offices and power ties. It's about responsibility." Her voice carried a weight that silenced them. The cafeteria was redesigned into a shared space. Bonuses were restructured to reward integrity, not just profit margins. Martha worked late hours, met every department personally, asked employees about their dreams. In one moving encounter, she visited the security staff and found a young single father named Terrence who had been working 2 jobs just to pay his daughter's medical bills. The next morning, Terrence walked into HR to find his pay tripled and his daughter's surgery fully covered under a new employee wellness program. Martha knew stories like his too well. She'd lived them. Her humility, paired with fearless action, transformed Grayson and Locke from a ruthless firm into a people-first powerhouse. Shareholders, at first skeptical, began to see returns soar because loyalty and productivity flourished. Then came the twist. 3 months into her new role, Martha received a private letter. It was from Charles. Surprisingly humble, he apologized. Losing everything had opened his eyes. He now worked at a nonprofit, helping formerly incarcerated individuals get employment. He thanked her for waking him up. Martha sat alone in her office, rereading the letter. She closed her eyes. A small smile crept across her face. The board later asked if she considered selling her shares, now worth triple their previous value. "No," she said simply. "This isn't just business to me. It's a mission." Moral lesson? Never judge people by their job titles. Behind every uniform could be a hidden story, a powerful force waiting to act. Power doesn't always come dressed in designer suits. It often walks silently in sneakers, observing, learning, preparing. True leadership is rooted in service, and humility doesn't make you weak. It makes you wise. If this story moved you, hit that like button, subscribe, and share with someone who needs to hear this. Tell us where you're watching from in the comments. We love seeing how far our stories reach. More powerful stories like this coming soon. Stay tuned.